I understand totally what Nick Fuentes is saying, his concern, Groyper's concern, what they are telling online. They are saying people like me, for example, with the accent, or Vivek Ramaswamy, who, looks Indian. We shouldn't dictate to those people who for generation have been in the United States, tell them how to live, what is being American, what is American idea, how to live the country, how to live in this country, and how to run the country. I totally understand, I get that. So, but the way that he's representing it is making it worse. For example, like he is saying, well, no, just because right now, like you are the first generation or second generation American, doesn't make you as American as I am. Well, according to Constitution, yes, it does. According to Constitution, nobody is more American than other ones because has been in the United States for longer time. Like based on the Constitution. If you have problem with the Constitution, so you have problem with the concept of America. The problem right now it is like when it comes to this issue, they always go around it, beat around the bush. Like what is the problem? Just think about that. There is a white liberal who really cannot care less about American value, and there is somebody looks Indian like Vivek Ramaswamy, that basically, other than believing Jesus as a god, is almost on the same page with the Christian. So now we're gonna choose that white liberal over the Indian guy, and then you say why every non-white people are not teaming up with those white Christian, white conservatives to make America better. I mean, because they are saying like every time that if we team up with you, eventually as soon as you get the vote, you're gonna kick us out. You're gonna call us names and words, and then say you are not American enough. Just think about that. Nick Fuentes, how he was talking about Vivek Ramaswamy when that was the primary for the election for 2024, when he was smoking, or Nikki Haley or DeSantis, all of them, how he was supporting him, and now how he's attacking him. How much people were liking Vivek Ramaswamy when it came there, because at that time, always non-white, non-Christian, even some white liberal Christians, they got together, have the coalition to make the liberal always get elected, Democrats get elected. So Republicans on their sides, they needed a little diversity. They needed a little more votes from other side. And at that time, non-white people, non-Christians who were voting, supporting Trump, didn't face that level of, I don't know, attack, racism. I don't care about even racism. Like it's freedom, it's America, freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. But those attacks, let's call it those attacks, you barely could see it. But the moment that Trump won, okay, now we are in office, okay, we don't need you anymore. So now you see like why in next election, every non-white people, they're gonna team up with the other people, other group, Democrats, because they say, we voted for you guys. We thought we are in the club. But the moment that you guys got elected, you say, oh, you are not white enough to be in our group. And then you expect people gonna team up with you? And then later you say, why is everybody hating us? Oh, why we hate them? Maybe because that's why. You do something like that right now, and then you see the result on the next election. Just same for the Bush. People were always saying, why are these Muslims always voting for Democrats? If they are Muslim and they're religious, like they have the more values, conservative values with us. Maybe because for 20 years, the family, the people, the blood, the people from the same religion, their childhood, they were getting bombarded on the hoax. Weapon of mass destruction never existed, and we all knew that. And what did we get in the end? Just George Bush come out and say, whoopsie, millions of children got slaughtered for a whoopsie, and then we just say whoopsie, that's it. That's all you get. For 20 years, they were seeing like Muslims were getting slaughtered, and just whoops. And then you expect them to just come and vote for another Republicans to again kill them. So the problem right now, it is like we are not seeing like what's going to be the consequence of our action right now. Just look at the Trump. He couldn't care less about his voters. Oh, you are my past supporters. I don't care about your support anymore. The moment Mamdani got elected, I said, oh, damn, I have to listen to my people. You see, as soon as Mamdani got elected, Trump is doing a little bit of the stuff that he promised. He could do it right after he got inaugurated. But he didn't. He couldn't care less. He just went to his donors to appeal and please his own donors. And he didn't care about his people. And he started to say, you are my past supporters. I don't need your support anymore. But the moment he realized that, no, the thing is real. Mamdani, those people who voted for Trump when vote for Mamdani, and they say, okay, so these people can vote for Democrats on midterm, and I can get impeached, so I better do something to not make them too angry. If Mamdani didn't get elected, Trump wouldn't listen to us still today. So I'm saying, if tomorrow you saw Indians, they just vote for Democrats, for open border, whatever stupid policy that Democrats are doing, just say these people are just racist to us. So even if we believe in everything they believe, because of our skin color, it's not enough. We have to leave. We have to be deported and stuff. So the way that right now Groypers or others like Steven Crowder, they are treating non-white people, that then later when you see all of them, they go vote for Democrats. Don't say, oh, why do you hate us? Oh, we are conquered. Oh, we are. Don't play victim, just like what Democrats are doing. Just see how you are kicking everyone out. And the thing about the Groypers, which is super lame, they play tough. Oh, you should be deported. You should be denaturalized. This country, bro, you don't have even profile. You have the frog name on your profile. If you really cared about America, you would pay the price. They don't have real profile. They don't have real name. Show yourself. Let others see what you say. Let people see who you are. With the AI profile picture, with the nickname, the name like a BS name, not real name, fake name. And then going on and playing tough that we want to get America back. We want to, bro, you have to pay a price for the freedom, for your values, for whatever you are saying. You have to do something. People should be able to see who they are dealing with. Those stupid losers on the left are showing their face, as stupid as they sound. Dumbest stuff that you could possibly imagine they say on the Twitter. They are making fun of themselves, basically. They are making clown of themselves. But at least they have balls to show their face, to have the real name. But man, everybody, just like every time Nick Fuentes has a post, just go see the comment section. Barely you see one, like his top followers, the followers that they have the biggest subscribers, like followers and comments and likes, top comments, when you see them, they don't have real face, they don't have real name. And these people call them army. And what do? Oh, nothing. They look like those third world countries. Oh, we don't do anything. We just blame on first world country. Oh, 200 years ago you colonized us. That's why today we cannot build a tower. We cannot build a city. We cannot have civilization because 300 years ago you did something to my country. That is the mindset of the now Groypers. We are not going to do anything. All we're going to do to break your game, to flip the table. That's all they are doing. Oh, we're going to go Ohio. Fight against Vivek for somebody else. Oh, we're going to go make sure 2028 JD Vance doesn't get elected. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to go to TPUSA. Start asking those questions. That is all they have got. What do you have for yourself? To say, hey, these are our values, and we're going to see who is supporting those values, and then we start to support them and campaign for them. That's something. He used to do that for somebody, I think, I forgot that after that turned to be his enemy, he was talking with the talker. He stopped doing that. Right now it's all about, we're going to attack you, we're going to attack you. It sounds weak to me. Like, what are you going to build? You're just going to destroy everything else. Just build something. And he had a very good coalition. Everybody was following him. Everybody was supporting him, including me. But when you attack Vivek, only because he's not white enough, forget about racism stuff. Like, you know, like we conservative we should have thicker skin. But I'm saying attacking him for his skin color. So basically you are signaling to any non-white conservative, hey, this is not a good home for you. Trump gonna be gone. We're gonna take over. Let's say you were big enough that people really look at you seriously and say, well, he's going to be the future. I said, well, I'm not white, I'm not Christian. So no matter how much I try, I'm not going to be American enough for him. So the Democrats say, come in here and blame them, and then we're going to love you. And in the end of the day, people are human. They say, for example, there are two houses. One house that I want to be at, people will start kicking me out. I mean, even if I want to be in this house, the other house is welcoming me. I have to go to the other one. So all the coalition that we had, everybody together for America, patriots, it's all gone. You cannot be patriot, you cannot be nationalist, you cannot love America, you cannot be called American only because of your skin color, only because of your religion. I mean, if Vivek has done something that you think it is wrong, you can call it out. But to call people who are not white, actually you're ruining everything, because tomorrow when the nationalists come out and say, oh, you're one of those white supremacists, we're going to get discredited because Europeans are destroying the whole momentum that we created to make American culture the way that it used to be, the founding fathers wanted. But said, well, founding fathers didn't look like you, so you cannot be called American. The slaves that they came and then they became the citizen, they didn't look like the founding fathers too. Why didn't anybody object that, hey, what are these people are doing? Chinese didn't look like founding fathers. They are the reason that they built all those roads. Chinese did that. They didn't look like founding fathers. So now people say, well, they got our vote. Now they have the power. They got the momentum. They're going to kick us out. So we were never meant to be one of them. And this time people are going to remember, because it's going to be online, what you said. And for decades, people are going to vote for Democrats, not because they have similarity with them, because they were attacked, they were kicked out from the Republican conservatives team. And then you just say, for example, if you say, oh, only because Newsom, he's white, his wife is white, his children are white, so we're going to vote for him, we're going to support him over J.D. Vance. So basically, you never cared about the America, because there's nothing American about Newsom. And then when he destroys the country, at least he was white. So I'm just saying right now, that was very wrong move to attack Vivek Ramaswamy, the one guy who really stood up against many. Like, just think about that. In the primary, the only person who said, I'm not going to support Israel, just talk by talk in UN. Oh, we support you, you're ally, but I'm not going to fund you. The only one who dared to say that was Vivek. Everybody else, like Nikki Haley, Israel doesn't need America, America needs Israel, DeSantis, oh, I'm going to send a check for. Everybody was competing who's going to be better puppet for Israel. The only one who said, I'm not going to fund Israel. I'm America first, we have to fund our people. That was Vivek. So if you have problem issue with H-1B visa, with this, to address that issue. Like right now, for example, like Nick Fuentes, that's why you understand he's wrong, and he knows he's wrong, because he always was saying, why isn't anybody inviting me in their show? I am so cancelled, I'm so censored, somebody invite me. Vivek was one of those people who asked YouTube to unban Nick Fuentes. So he was very pro free speech, and he would invite you inside. So why don't you say to Vivek, hey Vivek, let's go to your show or my show and let's talk to it. Let's talk about it and let's solve it for America. You went to the Piers Morgan, you went to the Tucker, you would go anywhere. You were even asking Anna and Cenk from, Young Turk US, TYT, the Young Turk, to invite you. Or even you were asking for the Breaking Point, Crystal, if I'm not mistaken, those people to invite you. But then you don't ask Vivek to invite you to his show, where he has a podcast, and then talk about it. The only one, all of the rest of those people couldn't care less. Nick Fuentes was banned. Piers Morgan, when he saw that it wouldn't cost him to invite Nick Fuentes, he invited Nick Fuentes. Before that, he was saying, no, I'm not going to platform him. When he saw that other platform him and nothing happened to him, it's just a grifter. But when everybody was okay with you being censored, Vivek was asking for you to not be deplatformed and was asking you to bring you back on. And all you have to do is say, okay, now you're pro free speech. Let's talk together and then let's fix it and see if we can fix it. But instead you don't. You just go attack on your show. Now who is the weak one in here? You are playing tough. Oh, I talk with everybody just to stop censoring me. Okay, go talk. Yeah, that's very wrong. About the H-1B visa, again, I agree with Vivek, what he was saying. First of all, he said something with Elon Musk that everyone was giving backlash. He said, so many American people are lazy. Well, it's true. Look at the liberals. Do you think they believe in socialism because they care about the humanity? They are just lazy. They say, well, look, Elon Musk has so much money, right? If we turn it to socialism, all the money that he's making gonna work for me. So he pays more taxes, so I can get paid without working. Half these liberals, they believe in socialism only because they're lazy. Because they say, oh, because we have so many rich people, if we tax them more, then there would be no need for me as a middle class, poor class, to work. I can get enough money to survive. That's the lazy mindset. All these socialists out there, they're lazy, they're American, they're white. So just if somebody says, oh, white people are lazy or white like Americans are lazy, doesn't mean necessarily Nick Fuentes, for example. Even Nick Fuentes is saying, "Oh, I'm so lazy because I don't have discipline." America is all about hard work. It's about the discipline. So even Nick Fuentes is admitting like, I'm not hard worker. I don't have this work value, work ethic to work so hard. I cannot even stay on one diet for more than 1-2 weeks. So now everybody is offended for him saying something that we have been saying for the years, that these socialists, these losers on the left, they are white, they are American. So how about that? And then another question was saying like, why should we give the H-1B visa? He said, well, we shouldn't ban immigration. We shouldn't stop the H-1B visa. We have to see if there is the job that right now we cannot fill, and it is emergency, like it's urgent right now. Either we hire somebody or we're gonna lose the battle to the China. Then we get it. If we need 10 people, hire 10, bring 10 people with H-1B visa. If we need 1,000, bring 1,000. The stuff that people are saying about the immigration H-1B visa, oh man, we can train American, we can do this, we can, bro, let's be honest, I totally agree with that. Why should we always rely on foreigners? Whatever they're gonna do, we can do it ourselves in here, so we have to train them. So that part, totally I agree with Gropers, with Nick Fuentes. We should, Americans are smart enough to do the job. But there are some jobs when it comes to SpaceX, when it comes to AI, robots, that really, like, it's a matter of days to win the race. And if we just wait until 10 years, start the line like the courses, teaching people, after 10 years we have enough workforce, we have lost. In order to stay on the competition, so we have to bring some people that they already are high enough. Yes, 80% of the H-1B visa is going to the middle class, like entry jobs. No, only high jobs, high tech, something that it is emergency, it's urgent, and right now it should be filled right now or never. Then you get the H-1B visa. I totally agree with them when they say, well, we don't need, let universities go bankrupt. We don't need so many Chinese students. Right, I totally agree. Or for example, when they are saying, we have to train our own people so we don't rely on others. I totally agree. But what about the job that already needs to be filled right now? Should we get them? And right now, it is super hard. If it is not 2010, it's not 2000. It's not when we are the first and the second is far from us. We are far from losing. We are far from sweating. Right now, we are like a head-to-head with China. Right now, we are in middle of competition. We cannot afford losing. So the problem right now it is, Vivek maybe didn't say that in the nicest way, and there are so many concerts gropers are saying that, which are valid. I agree with them. But always the truth is somewhere in between. Yes, if it is needed and we cannot feel it and it is urgent, hire right now. If it can wait and we can teach to our people, then stop. Focus on bringing job to America, for American people. So I get that. That's one thing. Now the other thing is, no, we just don't want non-white people to be here. Now we have different story. So if somebody look like me, say I want to assimilate, I love American culture, I want to be American, I love American history, I love everything. I'm completely here to assimilate, willingly, voluntarily. But say, well, let me see, you're not white enough. And then you are doing exactly what Democrats were saying Republicans are, the racist white supremacists. And we were laughing at them and say, oh, bro, you're paranoid. No, they are not that bad. You're making their point. Like the irony is like just like Trump. They were saying Trump is fascist, Trump is that. I said, bro, he's not. He's not. Bro, you're just obsessed with Trump and you have Trump drench syndrome. You're saying that. That's not the case. But now when I saw that everybody who was criticizing Israel was getting arrested under Trump administration, I said, maybe he was fascist. That's literally the definition of fascism. Or right now, some news that they are talking negatively against Trump, they're going to lose their license to even go to the room to ask questions. You could say, oh, if you spread lies and misinformation, we're going to sue you. But to say, oh, you're not allowed to ask questions unless you talk positive, I mean, that's weird. Or Epstein is a hoax and nobody's allowed to even talk about that. I mean, he was making Democrats seem right, seem sane people. Everything that they say, they claim, and we say, oh, you are a liar, you are wrong. It's not the case. It's not that bad. Actually, it got that bad Now same with the Groypers. For years I was saying, no, there's no white supremacy here, there's no racism. I'm equally American. Everybody loves me as long as I assimilate. There's nothing wrong with America being dominated by white people, like, because it is the most population. Nothing against non-white, but it has been white, so I don't care. If it always has been white people, the majority of population, and it stayed that way, I don't feel not represented, because as long as I'm American, I'm accepted. But now they're saying, no, actually, you're not white enough. You are not descendant of a European, of an European. And then they say, oh shit, maybe they were right. For me, because I know that how Democrats are bad, I'm not gonna go back teaming up with them. But there are so many people, when they see that they are not welcomed here, they're gonna go. And then you're gonna see a couple of people online who didn't have profile name, profile picture. They ruined the whole coalition. Why? Because regular people, they were not brave enough to speak out. Right now I'm saying, like, I was defending Groypers all the time, and now I'm saying they're wrong. Now, if somebody assimilates, somebody is totally pro-America, conservative value, America first, is nationalist, he's here to assimilate with American culture and contribute to this country, he is American, doesn't have to be white, doesn't have to be black. But to say no only because, for example, J.D. Vance, you got married with an Indian. So, I mean, if really that's your argument, you have lost already. You just don't know it yet. Because you remember when the leftists, they were saying stupid stuff, man, woman competition and stuff. Those, when they said so many crazy stuff on the left, in the beginning it seemed like, oh, we are facing tyranny. Eventually people rejected and said, no, it's too much. I don't want that. You're going to work. I don't like that. The same thing gonna happen here. You feel like you are so powerful until January, February of 2026, and you see whole coalition is lost. Just to tell you how Groyper is gonna be lost immediately. To say, okay, from now on, if you don't have real name that matches with your driving license, and you don't have real picture that matches with the driving license also, like real profile name and real profile picture, then your comments gonna be the last. We're gonna prioritize the comments of those people who are have real identity. The whole Groypers movement is gonna go gone. You're not gonna hear anything from them anymore. Because there is a drop. The reason that they are propping each other up is because right now they just keep resharing, reposting, liking, commenting, engagement. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying they're bots. They're real people out over there. But you don't know who you are dealing with. Yeah, that was a good thing. When you click on the profile, you can see where they are located. But let's say the face, just like a LinkedIn, your face and your name should match with your real identity in real world. And then you would see how Groyper is going to be gone. Basically, Groypers are army of anonymous. That's it. Nothing more. The moment that you say, okay, you won't be able to engage that much unless you show your true face, your real face, real ID. Then you would see everyone going to be gone. So that's it. That's that easily this Groyper is going to be gone. That's why I'm not even banking on them. Especially when you attack Vivek. Like, you could say, oh, I disagree with the H-1B visa or this or that. But when you play, Big Fuentes is playing too much. He's overplaying his cards and he's burning his cards. So even when he was saying stuff that made sense and many people, they were paying attention to him, rather say, oh, it's just troll. Because when it came to others, you started to be logical person. Let's have a conversation. Why don't you have a conversation with Vivek? Because you know that you will lose. Because you can, like, okay, so should I say Hillary Clinton is more American than Vivek? Should we say Nancy Pelosi is more American than Vivek? Which one is it? Just being white is enough? As dumb as liberal? So if somebody is white and hates America, hates God, hates everything conservatives values are, all of them, you name it, still because it's white is American, and we're gonna cheer for him like a Newsom just because his wife is white? Just look at California, how he's destroying it. It doesn't matter as long as you are white and destroying. It's okay. Do you even hear yourself? How stupid and how dumb it sounds. So for that reason, I think this is gonna backlash on them. And as I said, all you have to do is just, we don't give power to your comments and your post unless it is real face and real name. So we know who we are dealing with. Groyper is going to be gone. Because if they were not afraid of being exposed, why haven't they shown themselves? And yeah, that was crazy stupid to say, like, oh, you're not white, you're not American. Those people who love America, American value, and they are here to contribute, and they have lost so many of their white liberals friends only to stay for America, and now you're saying you're not white enough, get out of here. So, and then don't complain if tomorrow you see all non-white people, all non-Christians, they go team up with the Democrats that they know that they're going to destroy the country because you kick them out. They came here willingly after the coalition that Trump created. But now that you are kicking everybody out, you are not white, you are not Christians, and they get kicked out, and they're going to go team up with Democrats. So later you cannot say everybody hates white people, everybody hates Christians. No, you're hating on them. You're kicking them out. And then don't cry if they vote Democrats. Don't cry. And if anything bad happened, to say, why don't you love America? They loved America. That's why they voted for Trump. But now all of them are getting casted out. So for that reason, I think we're going to see what's going to happen. But besides all the good thing that Nick Fuentes was saying, these take, oh boy, that was very dumb. And the take that Vivek had about the regard to H-1B visa was very fair. He said, we are in middle of competition. If we can't find one American to fill the job, of course we give it to American. But if we cannot, and we cannot afford losing to China, then we have to bring somebody who is better. That's it. But if we can't take our time, there's no rush, of course we're going to have the courses to make sure Americans can do the job. We don't rely on immigrants, which is completely fair. Which part of this take is problematic, is anti-white? It's not 2010, it's not 2000. That right now America is the hegemon in the world, is the only power that nobody's even close to them. The second is so far from the first, which is America. It's not that. They're catching up. If we don't stabilize, if we don't establish our position as the first, we are screwed. We need to stay the best. Right now, it is very close call. So we cannot take our time. If that was 10 years ago, yes, I could understand. Oh, we still, by the time they're going to catch up to us, we have figured it out. It's not the case. So we are in the middle of that. If it can wait until we teach Americans to do their job. And if it cannot wait, just fill as many as it is necessary to just win the race from the China. And now he's saying, oh, nobody cares about the economy. Nobody cares about the financial situation. No, actually they do. Like, I don't know where he got that from. Like, almost every non-MAGA who voted for Trump, their first concern was economy. And then out of nowhere, no, economy doesn't matter. Who cares that housing is going down or not? Who cares about the grocery? But the main reason that Trump campaigned and could win the Kamala was saying, hey, after these 4 years, are you richer or poorer? Poorer. But if you vote for me, you get richer. So maybe for you, like, you see, that is what I'm saying. Like, Nick Fuentes is as bad and as unfair as Bernie Sanders. You know, Bernie Sanders was saying, this millionaire and billionaire, millionaire and billionaire. The moment his net worth got more than 1 million, so he was technically a millionaire, now he doesn't say millionaire anymore. Only billionaire, only billionaire. The moment he gets billionaire, only trillionaire, only trillionaire. Now it is just like a Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, when he was beefing with the Tucker Carlson, I am America, I am from this part of the Chicago, I am dealing with this. So he was acting like he's like a blue collar from the middle class, like everyday American, understand people's pain. The moment that his bank account is unfrozen, now he has access to the money, and now he's going out, he's selling merch, now he's making good money, very good money. Who cares about the money? You see how fake it is? Like, I'm not going to do personal attack, but I don't care. But you see how fake he is? Nick Fuentes is as fake as Bernie Sanders. The moment now he has access to the money, he's making good money, who cares about the economy? Only you should be white. You think if right now Trump built so many houses, cheap houses, but you are around the non-white people, it's okay? You think people's problem is the money? Bro, just because you make good money doesn't mean the money is not important anymore. So many people, they are not making money. And that is the moment of the attachment. Just like Bernie Sanders. Oh, just billionaire. The moment that he was good, now he doesn't care. So it was very fake. And It was very sad because I was really enjoying how Groypers and Nick Fuentes started the momentum, and they were talking with the concern of America, America first. But now when you play that stupid race game, you're basically kicking all non-white, non-Christians out. And if it is what you want to do, okay, but not only soon you will be gone from the political realm, like people are gonna say, you're gonna get rejected by your own people. Listen, Democrats hated you anyway, liberals hated you anyway. But the only people who were supporting you, they were the Republicans or conservatives who were not represented by establishment. And now by playing race card, you're gonna lose all the supports from the non-white. Do you remember when you were talking about the black, about the Muslim, about Hispanic, about the Asian, about everybody, women, but still people liked you? Because you were not attacking their race. You were just saying, hey, this is wrong. We shouldn't do this. For example, you were saying, oh, I love black people, but I don't like what I'm seeing over at southern Chicago, for example. Okay. Oh, I love Muslims. Muslims are good, but what they are doing, they're bringing mosque stuff. I don't like to see that, bro. For history, for centuries, we were not doing this, and now you are bringing. Oh no, maybe not. People are saying like it's a valid concern. Same for everybody. Like you were saying, hey, I don't have beef with you because of your race or religion. All I'm saying is like some of you guys are doing something too much. That's why you were gaining so many followers from that race, because they say your concern is my concern as well. But when right now you say you did nothing wrong, you are just Indian. You did nothing wrong, you are just not white. That's over. And soon you will see how many followers you're going to lose. That is my response, and let's see what happens. As above, so below.